struggles that they've had this season for competing that way. Michigan, on the other hand, they've shown that they have talent, but they're trying to figure it out.
Yeah, listen, I thought Wisconsin's plan early offensively was very good. In throwing the football on first down, getting themselves on schedule, allowed them to have success on that first drive, and then wound up putting them in the end zone. Dylan Jones here, 5 yards, and he's into the end zone. Now, Michigan would answer their best offensive series of the entire game. 5 plays, 75 yards, Justice Haynes in there. That was after a big 40-plus yard rush from Haynes. But then it was all defense, and it was pressure really from both teams on these quarterbacks. Michigan doing a nice job against the run. Wisconsin doing a great job confusing Underwood and also getting to him. There was nowhere to go for either of these offenses. It was really just that pass interference that set Michigan up for the opportunity to kick a field goal. Zvada kicked it through, and we've been pretty evenly matched so far in this ballgame. And I said at the beginning, this matchup is good for Wisconsin because of that run defense, and they are proving that. Michigan will get the ball here to start the second half. We'll see what adjustments that they make to try to get that offense going.
All right, so Andrew Marsh back deep for the Wolverines. The Bengals will send it away. And here we go. This one goes out of the back of the end zone. So let's check in with Jenny.
Well, the first thing Sharon Moore said to me when he was heading to the locker room at the break was, you got to start with the basics, and that's catching the football. There was a little bit of frustration from the head coach. Of course, I asked him about his quarterback, Bryce Underwood. He seemed to think no concern there. He's liking what he's seeing defensively. What's worked has been the physicality and finishing our tackles. And you guys pointed it out. Coach Fickell likes where this game is. You know how good they are at stopping the run. He said, other than the way we started the game, we got to continue our physicality. He's going to keep everything the same with his quarterback situation. They need to win the line of scrimmage, and this game will come down to who's more physical.
Thank you, Jenny. First and 10 of the 25 of the Wolverines. And they give it to Haynes straight ahead, and he carries some people with him. He'll cross the 30-yard line up to the 33. Allegro with the stop, but it's a gain of 6.
All right, this is what I love about Justice Haynes. Everyone's going to talk about these the speed runs and the big runs, but this is what I love, physical. You've got to own that if you're a linebacker, right? That's your job defensively, and yet there's Justice Haynes lowering his shoulder behind his pads and picking up 6.
That's Tony Alford, the running backs coach. He's one of the best running backs coaches in all of college football. Underwood, nice sidearm throw. Woo! Now that was a whip. Andrew Marsh. Partner, I know it was a short throw, but man, he has some hot sauce on that one.
And more importantly, it was caught. You know, the struggle with some drops as the guys were talking about at halftime. And right there, Marsh, who's now turning out, you think of the big catches he's made. That one on the sideline, beautiful catch right there. That whip, like you called it, on the outside. Marsh catches it. Maybe he's going to be this go-to guy in the second half.
3 catches, 54 yards for the freshman. Here's another throw out wide. Morgan this time holds on, but he's corralled and almost taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Little guy fights and he'll gain a yard.
And the wide receiver position was a question for Michigan coming into this season. They got Donovan McCulley out of the transfer portal. Didn't really know what they had in Andrew Marshall, though they loved him. He was a top 100 overall recruit. Samaj Morgan was back. And they need Marsh to really develop into a go-to guy. He and McCulley, I think, could be go-to guys for them.
Second down and 9. Underwood. On the move. Whoa, what a throw. Great catch. Marsh again. This time, he gets inside the 30. 26 yards.
Well, I love his patience on this. So the first read is this flat route to Haynes, and he's like, all right, I don't like that. There's defense there, and then you just climb. So anytime you're on the run as a quarterback outside, and certainly for Michigan, you read low to high, Gus. Number 1 is low, then you go high. So that's number 2 in the progression. He delivers it perfectly.
First down and 10 of the 29 now. For the Wolverines, opening series of the second half. They hand it off. outside, cuts it up. Nice piece of running, but there is a flag on the play. Behind the line of scrimmage, Hallman with the tackle.
I think they're going to get Bredesen here in the backfield. This is one of those situations as Bredesen is going to come. He's thinking that this is going to be a kick out, but then the ball bounces outside and he's grabbing right there. Actually got a little face mask action right there as he's going down to the ground. It's always difficult for those linemen or a fullback like Bredesen when you think that the ball is going in one spot inside and then the back goes outside. You can get caught with your hands.
First penalty of the game for Michigan. Empty set for Underwood. Over the middle, caught on the move by Zach Marshall. They like the tight end room at Michigan.
Yes, they should. And they don't even have really their best passing threat, Hogan Hansen. Now, Marlon Klein, Brady touched on this during the halftime. He is a threat as well, number 17. And he can certainly get right up the seam. But these are guys that they can target at some point during the course of this second half.
Do you like the rhythm you're seeing from the Wolverines to start this second half?
It's much better and it's more aggressive and it's also on the edge. They haven't really tried to just attack the interior of the defense, which is so stout.
Second down and 9 to the 28. And this time Wisconsin was ready for Haynes as Mason Rager comes up and makes the hit.
Rager does a great job. Watch him get inside of Sprague here. He just goes inside of the right tackle. This offensive line has really struggled today. Sprague has missed a few different blocks. The movement from Wisconsin laterally has caused the offensive line fits so far today.
So a third down and 9 at the 28 for Michigan. Underwood in trouble, breaks a tackle, squares his shoulders underneath, throws a dive, Morgan. Put it on the ground. And Michigan holds on.
I tell you, this ball was bobbling all over the place. Here's that dip, the sidearm. Watch, Morgan's first going to bobble it right here. And he's able to corral it. Then he spins forward, and the ball is definitely on the ground, and it bounces right back to him, and he's able to recover it.
And Haynes will lose 3 yards. Peterson with the tackle.
Tried to go with a little quick tempo there, but didn't get the edge blocked. And there's Daryl Peterson again. We've seen him make a few plays here today. This Wisconsin defense up front, they are winning up front. All the success that Michigan has had has been on the outside, really, except for that Haynes run on the first series.
Second down goal from the 12-yard line. Haynes gets through the hole. And he'll lean forward, picks up 3 inside the 10.
Now you got to, I think, get Underwood on the run outside. You know, the pocket has not been very clean from this offensive line. He's on the left hash, and as a right-hander, you can get him out of the pocket moving right. Try to get some options open in the end zone.
Third down and goal at the 9. Underwood in the end zone, incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Marlon Klein. Well defended. Looks like Matthew Jung had him. And Michigan will be forced to kick a field goal.
And again, a good win for that Wisconsin defense after the best really sustained drive that Michigan has had so far today. Underwood was 5 for 5 before that third down miss, and now Zvada out for the field goal.
Bend but don't break defense for Wisconsin. This one from 27 yards away. Zvada already good from 40. And he missed it. Not a good snap. The snap was low. And Luke Fickell will take it. Wisconsin playing some serious ball.
Graham loves college football. They're both all about power, performance, and muscle. So I want a Ram fight song. What the that's not it. I do love this song, though. Make up my way downtown, walking fast, places past, and I'm homebound. And I need you, and I miss you, and now I wonder.
I'm stumped. Friendly insurance lizard, first letter G. Geppetto?
Come on, you just switched to Geico for car insurance? They knew exactly what you needed?
The friendly people at Geico weren't lizards.
Think European accent, yay big.
Napoleon?
No.
Not even a lizard.
Maybe I can help. No way, it's the Geico Gecko.
This guy knows crosswords.
64 across is quibble. Thank you.
Get more support.
Is that how you spell fracascia?
Get more with Geico.
This looks bad, Harris. We're probably gonna have to amputate.
I'll get some 3D images to see how bad it really is.
I don't care how many Ds you use, his career's over!
Relax, coach. There's no tear. He'll be fine.
Amazing.
Innovation changes everything.
What about Bobby?
With one investment, you can access the NASDAQ 100 innovators who are rethinking the world. Before investing, carefully read and consider fund investment objectives, risks, charges, expenses, and more in prospectus at Invesco.com.
The Colonel believed his KFC chicken sandwich should be huge on flavor. Tender chicken, crisp pickles, but with a tiny $3.99 price. Oh, that crumb looks giant next to that tiny price. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. The $3.99 KFC chicken sandwich.
As a lifestyle guard, I help people live their best day in the sun by delivering high noon when the cooler's empty.
Do you have a peach?
High noon, sun's up.
Today at 3:30 on Fox, Judge and the Yankees take on the Blue Jays. Then at 8 on FS1, it's Tigers Mariners. Game 1 of the ALDS today on Fox and FS1.
Tomorrow on Fox NFL Sunday, A-Rod, Derek Jeter, and Big Papi swing by. Chargers duo Derwin James and Keenan Allen talk team culture with EA. Plus special guest Ethan Hawke. It all starts at 11 Eastern.
Joel, I used to hoop with Ethan Hawke in New York in my younger days. He's the kind of guy that you never want to play basketball against because he guards you too hard.
Sharp elbows.
He'll get you hurt. First down and 10 of the 20-yard line for Wisconsin. Here's a handoff to Dylan Jones, who's had a fine game so far. Doesn't get much, though. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to say it's a 1-yard gain.
Well, after that first series for Wisconsin, it's been a really tough go at it. Now, what they used on that first series was a lot of what I would call big formation, so like 12 personnel, 1 back, 2 tight ends for Luke Fickell. And what they would do out of that is play action pass and then replace blitzing linebackers with the football. And some of those passing plays allowed them to move the chains, have success on first down. They've gotten away from that. I wonder if they'll go back to this in the second half.
Hunter Simmons eventually is going to have to let this ball fly. 2nd and 9 at the 21. Jones, the deep back, out of the eye. Play fake. Simmons rolling. Incomplete. Good pressure by the Wolverines. Hill. Lance Mason, the intended receiver for the Badgers.
This is where Michigan excels. This is where those defensive ends, those edge rushers can really get going. 3rd and long, you got to feel like it's a pass. That's where Jayshon Barham has really excelled over the last couple of games. He'll be the top defensive end to your screen.
3rd down and 9 at the 21. Simmons underneath and incomplete. He had his receiver Lance Mason, but that ball knocked out of his hands by Barham.
Great pressure on the interior right there from Jimmy Rolder and Rayshon Binney, getting in the face of Simmons. But here is Jayshon Barham, number 1, dropping into coverage. Remember, he's an off-the-ball linebacker prior to this move to defensive end, edge rusher. And so he understands how to play in space, and then a big hit from Brandon Hillman.
Morgan, the deep man, as Bertrams has had a busy day, punting inside his own 10. Morgan to the sideline, and it's fair caught at the 37. 41-yard punt. So coming up, Bryce Underwood and the Michigan offense trying to get something going. 10-7.
Superstitions, Matt?
Hi, Carly. It's a good thing Discover makes it easy to be a Big Ten fan.
Totally. I get cash back on my rally cap.
Cash back on my favorite glove.
Cash back on my Lucky Shamrock.
Cash back on my game day chicken wings.
Cash back on my one cleat.
I even earned cash back on my lucky bobblehead.
You win. Next round's on me.
Earn cash back on every purchase with Discover, the official card of the Big Ten.
I'm the Modelo Recruiter, and I reward full-time fans. Check out this recruit. The conductor can single-handedly hype up the crowd. This full-time fan deserves a Modelo.
Today, let's paint with Bear.
Wait, we don't have Bear.
Well, what do you have?
It just says Ames.
I thought you said you researched this.
Aren't all paints the same?
No, they're not. Get the most trusted paint brand in America at an everyday low price. Only at the Home Depot. And Doug.
Are you here for Tracy?
We're here for everyone. Limo and I help people save hundreds by customizing car insurance with Liberty Mutual.
We ordered a limo, not a limo.
Oh yeah, we do that too.
Limo?
At your service.
Only pay for what you need.
Drop whatever you're doing right now. The Wendy's $8 JBC meal deal is here. That's 2 junior bacon cheeseburgers, medium fries, and a medium drink. So you better be on your way. Bacon waits for no one. The #1 deal for the #1 bacon cheeseburger, gotta be Wendy's.
Anyone who tells you stay grounded probably never won anything.
Tuesdays. The most addictive medical drama on TV is back.
Years of memories gone. I need to find out what happened before it's too late.
Doc, all new Tuesdays on Fox.
The state duels intensify.
With American Idol's Bo Life.
Elephant.
Pass.
Pass.
And just when you think you know the game,
I did not see that coming.
Only the Floor, Wednesday at 8, 7 Central on Fox.
Big Noon Saturday is sponsored by Discover. It pays to discover. Start your Saturday strong with a bang. #1 Ohio State rolls into Big Noon with phenom Jeremiah Smith and rising star Julian Sand leading the charge against Illinois. It all starts with Big Noon kickoff back in Champaign. Then it's Ohio State, Illinois, only on Fox. Got a good one going on here, folks. 10-7. Defensive battle. As you can see, 2 quarterbacks trying to figure this thing out. Underwood back on the field to Haynes, and he gets clobbered by Rager again. That's a loss of 3.
And again, it's this right side. You know, I keep pointing them out, but Andrew Sprague continues to miss, and they're just beating him inside. And they've done it now 4 or 5 different times. A total whiff, and Haynes has nowhere to go.
Second down and 13. Underwood, underneath. He's got his man. It's Klein, the tight end. He'll dive forward. And Klein picks up 10.
I think he needs to be featured a little bit more. I think Klein is a weapon for them. That's just a little middle screen to the tight end. And then up and over and hurdles, and boy, that's always dangerous as he gets hit to the ground. Christian Allegro with the hit, number 0.
Third down and 3. Underwood wants to run it. On the move, he throws it in, incomplete. Klein the target once again. Austin Brown in coverage, and that Wisconsin defense turns back this Wolverine squad one more time.
The beauty of what's going on for Wisconsin is that they're able to get a little pressure, even though that wasn't pressure. Underwood wanted to escape, but they're just rushing 4 guys, and they are able to win with that defensive line, dropping everybody else into coverage. They're playing soft zone coverage, nowhere to go with the football, doing a terrific job reading the eyes of Underwood and being ready for him to escape the pocket as a runner.
Hudson Hollenbach will punt it from the 30. Tyrell Henry, the deep man. Henry from the 5, and Henry will be taken down inside the 10. A 50-yard punt, 4-yard return. Joe Taylor with the tackle on special teams.
You found it then?
Of course I did. Good boy. Fansville, Special Teams Unit.
How's it look?
We got multiple punctures.
Evidence suggests a crime of passion.
It appears we have ourselves a flag planting.
Those tech fans make me sick.
We got a composite.
Is that a duck with ice cold Dr. Pepper?
That's no duck. That's a platypus. And a mascot always returns to the scene when upset. Get that fan!
Stinks! College football, it's a Pepper thing.
He's just been really distant lately. Maybe he's scared of commitment or getting hurt. What do you think?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, Bridgewater, you're in.
Teddy Bridgewater, back up, listener.
If only there were backups in real life.
Go.
So we've been
But at least there's Progressive to protect your home and auto.
totally different person.
You think he's scared of commitment?
Exactly.
You're not a mechanic. It's not your job to fix it.
This is a meal. We're talking tender steak. We're talking cheesy. We're talking dipping in a dip-sized soup. Well, get a dip of that. Ciabatta dippers are back. It just feels good at Panera.
At IHG's Holiday Inn Express, you can take on Miami, Mexico City, or Minneapolis. Fuel up with free hot breakfast, all while earning points for free nights with IHG One Rewards. Guest how you guessed at IHG Hotels and Resorts.
Teen Romances on Tubi will be free forever.
You mean I have to pick between Brad and Chad forever?
Chad? Who's Chad?
Recently, the Badgers have had some serious bad luck when it comes to starting quarterbacks. In Luke Fickell's first season, Tanner Mordecai broke his hand, and then the following season, Tyler Van Dyke tore his ACL. This year, Billy Edwards has played just 34 snaps in the first 4 games.
It's been just such a tough go for Luke Fickell at Wisconsin, but I think mainly because of that. In fact, when his intended starter has started and finished the game, he's 8-3 at Wisconsin.
First down at the 10-yard line for the Badgers. Hunter Simmons has done a fine job in today at QB. Hands it off to Jones. He's stopped by Rolder, no gain.
The intended starter this year is that man over on the sideline, number 9, Billy Edwards. He transferred in from Maryland. Wisconsin's had 5 different starting quarterbacks since 2023. That's the most in the Big Ten. They also changed philosophies offensively. They had Phil Longo, an offensive coordinator, that kind of specialized in the air raid, trying to go back to a more traditional style offense and not lean so heavily on great quarterback play. And that transition's going to take some time.
Second down and 10 at the 10-yard line. Simmons. And it's complete around the 15 to Vinny Anthony. And Yair Hill is there. 5-yard gain.
The most difficult part for them is that they've had such a rotating door, not only at quarterback, but also on the offensive line. Lost some guys in the spring. Kevin Haywood, they thought would be the starting left tackle, brought in some transfers, and it's been a rotating door. The line has done okay today, not great, but they need to protect him here.
3rd and 5 at the 15. Play clock down to 4. Zeke Berry had a beat on that ball. And he almost picked that one off. Michigan turns away Wisconsin.
So everything has been short so far. So watch Zeke Berry outside corner or here on your left side. And he just sits on that right. Now he's broken it. He almost picked that one off. Could have taken that one back to the house if he got his hands on it. Contact right there as they're both going for the ball. And Zeke Berry, he's done a heck of a job today.
Bertram's punting from his own one. Morgan may get a shot at this one. And it takes a sideways bounce. It goes out of bounds at the 33. 49-yard punt. All defense today for both teams. Settling out. 10-7, 5:14 to go in the third.
This game has gotten out of control. All the money, the unpredictability. It's time we instate a commissioner.
Introducing the commissioner of coverage, the Aflac Duck.
Commish, when the life insurance falls short, who pays you cash to help with your medical bills?
The commissioner has spoken.
I love that duck.
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover with Aflac. Y'all can ask about it at work.
Keep your chest lifted.
Mom, I need princess hair.
Oh, sure.
Mom's gonna break with a crispy, creamy Kit Kat bar.
Can you do it?
Maybe.
Thanks, Freak Squad.
Have a break. Have a Kit Kat.
Your pride and joy is measured in acres. Keep them looking their best with versatile sidekick utility vehicles, professional grade mowers for a professional cut, and the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S.
Domino's Best Deal Ever is back because we know you love to get the most out of your pizza by getting the most on your pizza. Get any hand-tossed, pan, thin crust, or New York-style pizza with any toppings for just $9.99 online. Get extra without paying extra for $9.99 at Domino's.
Mopping is hard work. When I tried the Swiffer Power Mop, it has a built-in solution that breaks down dirt on contact. Plus, its 360-degree swivel head cleans up along baseboards and even behind the toilet. Bye-bye, bucket, with the Swiffer Power Mop.
Football at noon. It's like clockwork. Shanghai, Rome, Paris, Lubbock. There is no time zone on Saturday. I made this myself from an apple juice box. Right, Bill? Ah! Even flesh. Look at these lunatics. These people need help.
So here we go.
Cowboys, Jets.
Sensational.
Then Commanders, Chargers.
Touchdown!
It's a huge doubleheader, Sunday on Fox. Check for the games in your area.
And so far, folks, the story of this game has been defense. The defenses have dominated. 11 punts in the game, 5 for 18 on third down conversions, 5 tackles for loss. Each team went 75 yards on their first possession, but they've sputtered since. First down at the 33. Underwood will throw it. Sideline toss. Incomplete. McCulley couldn't get a foot down. Hill covering for the Badgers.
Deani Hill tried to push him out. McCulley is able to get it. Oh, goodness. Is that left foot down? He's got control. They might need to take a look at that. I thought he pushed him out, but that left foot looks like it's in.
It looks like that the heel was definitely in.
And they will blow this dead and take a look at it. Because it looked like Hill pushed him out with great coverage. Deani Hill on that boundary side, short side of the field. But the athleticism of McCulley, he goes up and over the top. And he grabs this ball, so he's got control right there. And if that foot is totally in bounds, it's close. But certainly from some of the looks that we've had, it looked to be
It looks like he's in to me. Mike Pereira, if you're with us, your thoughts.
I'm always with you, Gus. I'll tell you, to me, this is a catch. You think of heel toe, we know that. So if you catch the ball and you get control, got your toe in the ground, the heel has to come down inbounds too, which I think it does. You know, a little confusion, you see the defender's foot's out of bounds when you look at everybody, but to me, like you, I think this is a catch.
Wish we could get that kid.
And of course, too, he holds onto the ball when he hit the ground.
That's the key part at the end. You're right. Maybe we get this guy out of the way. He's just holding his water bottle. I was like, hey man, your left arm is in the shot, bro.
McCulley, 3 catches for 39 against Nebraska in his last game. First year in Michigan, former Indiana quarterback and wide receiver with 33-yard gain.
Man, that's great athleticism from McCulley. And again, they've been looking for this, right? Who's the go-to guy? Who can we go to in a crucial situation, kickstart the offense? We saw Andrew Marsh get a couple of catches on their opening series in the second half. Here they go to McCulley on the outside, and he's a huge player. 6'5", 215 pounds. And he showed that athleticism and then body control to get that foot down inbounds.
So first down for Michigan at the Wisconsin 34. Here's a fake reverse and a pass near side. Clyde. Wisconsin ready for it though. Not a big gain. 5 yards.
Gimmer Latimer, number 1. That's a terrific open field tackler. Watch number 1. He's out here at the outside linebacker spot. And he's just going to run with Klein and immediately go down low and get his legs. A little bit of a wrinkle there from Michigan with a motion, or a shift, I should say, with the entire offensive line on that play.
2nd and 5 at the Wisconsin 29-yard line. Haynes in the backfield. Underwood underneath, caught McCulley again with a burst, still running. McCulley to the end zone, touchdown, Wolverines. 29 yards.
They're running the run-pass option off of this linebacker. What Underwood doesn't realize is that the corner also blitzes. So now he sees it. He's already decided to throw that football. And McCulley runs a beautiful route right past the face of the safety, Austin Brown. And
Wait, did you just drop your accent?
Yeah. Told you not to assume anything about me.
Finding Inner Flex with Duluth Double Flex Denim. Look deep. Deeper. 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 Too deep. Find your inner flex with Duluth Double Flex Ballroom Denim. Only at Duluth Trading.
Donovan McCulley, the former Indiana quarterback and wide receiver. At one time in his career, he battled Michael Penix Jr. and Jack Tuttle for playing time in Bloomington. He did start 4 games, big-time touchdown there. And the Wolverines take a 17-7 lead over the Badgers. Beckham Sunderland will send it away. Benny Anthony is the deep man. And Anthony from the 1. Crosses the 20 and gets up to the 24, but there is a flag on the play.
I think this one is going to go against Wisconsin. There was a skirmish kind of going on way away from the return involving Troy Bowles.
check in with Jenny.
Well, one thing about Bryce Underwood that keeps coming up when we talk to him, his teammates, his coaches, he just loves football. He told us yesterday when we sat down with him, he said, actually, I've been kicked out of the football facility before, so I had to go to Sherrone Moore and get the whole story. So he told me, turns out he called his head coach, he said, I got to get in. It's 10 p.m. at this point. Sherrone Moore wasn't so sure about it, but he gave him the keys. Then Bryce sends him a selfie at 3 a.m. Sherrone Moore says, go to bed. Work can be done in the morning. This guy doesn't want to stop.
Great story, Jenny. Thank you so much. First down at the 13. Simmons. Oh, he's got his receiver at the 40. Finney. Anthony.
I've been telling you, these Michigan corners have been sitting on the routes. Nothing has been down the field, so it's a double move, an out and then an up. Zeke Berry bit on that out route, and then they've got space to go down the field. Good adjustment by Vinny Anthony. That ball just underthrown a bit, and he's able to get back inside and secure the catch.
And that is a gain of 29 yards. Longest play of the game so far for the Badgers. Anthony, 7 catches for 77. Dupree in now at running back. He's the pistol. They give it to him over the right side with a lane. And Russell down after a 4-yard gain.
Gotta love that answer right out of the gate from this Wisconsin team. They had 3 first downs over their last 7 drives. And they come right out with that shot to Vinny Anthony. He's able to adjust, get the catch, and then a positive gain on first down. That's more of what we saw in the first series when they were able to go down the field and score a touchdown.
Second down and 6 after the 4-yard run at the 44. Dupree, single setback. Simmons, deep drop, lets it fly. He's got a man. Oh, picked up. Guess who? Ron Moore. He came flying across the field. They missed it. The Hill. In the Ohio State win a couple of years ago. Picking off Kyle McCord. That knee looked good.
They talk about his instinct. Here's Rod Moore, deep middle of the field. He's just going to read the eyes, see him float and float. The ball gets cut loose, and there he goes. Underthrown. Michigan maybe gets away with a little contact right there from Jair Hill. That certainly could have drawn a flag, but Moore was there. Luke Fickell is pointing up at the big screen right now, screaming at the officials, spitting at the officials, saying there was contact early, and I don't disagree.
First turnover of the game. Michigan with the football. First down. Haynes. And Curtis with the tackle. He'll get 1.
Well, now's the time to be aggressive if you're Michigan, because the run game just has not done much. You look at what they've been able to do on the ground. Haynes picked up 43 yards on the long run on the very first series. Their next 19 carries went for 47 total yards, 2.5 per carry. What they did on that last series, they threw the football Underwood to some of those wide receivers, more specifically Donovan McCulley.
Second down and 9 at the 18. Underwood, sideline, and caught by McCulley. Takes time, doesn't it, Joel, and it's still very early in the season for receivers and quarterbacks, and just the offense to really get going.
Yeah, I mean, it always does. Plus, remember in college football, you don't have preseason, right? So you don't have those games to iron things out. So a lot of times, in particular with a young team, in particular with a team that's struggling up front and rotating guys on the offensive line, it's going to take a little time to gel.
Third down and 3 at the 24. Here's the delay. First down. And it's Haynes again. Look at him move. Justice Haynes picks up 23 yards. His dad was a star running back. Vernon at Georgia and with the Steelers.
What I love is they invite the rush up the field, which Wisconsin has been aggressive up the field, and it's a little delay and almost a draw over that right side. Bredesen lets the end go up the field. He gets up to the linebacker, and then Haynes is free into the secondary.
14 carries, 90 yards. He's averaging 6.4 yards per carry for Justice Haynes. First down at the 47. Play fake. Underwood with time. Now Underwood under pressure. Underwood turns a corner. Oh! Bell dropped it.
Dropped passes again from Michigan. That's their 14th on the year. This one is a tougher catch, there's no doubt. That was an absolute heater thrown behind Bell. He's trying to jump up and catch that one. Tough throw on the run for Underwood.
Second down and 10. They'll run it this time with Haynes. It'll get to midfield. And this may be the final play of the third quarter.
You can just see the difference in this offense. You know, this is the first time we've gotten a chance to see Michigan this year. Last year, offensively, they just didn't have much. You know, they were one of the worst passing teams in the country, and it has changed because of that man right there, Bryce Underwood. Slinging around in the third quarter. Donovan McCulley, huge drive, put in the end zone. Michigan up 10, 17-7.
It's the final game, folks. This one wins the series.
Struck out with the cheap seats. The important things aren't worth compromising. At Farmers, we offer both quality insurance and great savings. Here, take mine.
We are Farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Papa John's went all in creating my new Papa Dipper. Our first pizza designed for dipping. It comes with the garlic sauce flight, 3 new flavors plus the original. This is dipping done better. The new Papa Dipper. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
Do you enjoy college sports? The athletes, the excitement, the competition? Protect it. Don't lose the excitement of national competition. Don't jeopardize women's sports and Olympic sports. Make sure your favorite athletes continue to enjoy the many important benefits provided to them, and ensure that we preserve and standardize name, image, and likeness rights. Tell Congress to pass the SCORE Act at PassTheSCOREAct.com.
Coach Prime leads his Colorado Buffaloes against TCU. Whoa! Tonight at 7:30 Eastern on Fox.
It is official. First things first is ahead.
The reviews are in.
First things first is a mix of
Is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Or get 0% APR on this Sierra 1500 model. That's a total value of over $8,500. We are professional grade.
Title Max got your money, your real money.
Get started at TitleMax.com and turn your title into real money. I got $2,500 with TitleMax.com. Most credit types accepted.
I got $8,700 from TitleMax.com.
All makes and models welcome. Visit TitleMax.com today to find out how much you can get and get your title back with TitleMax. I got my title back with TitleMax.
Get your title back with Title Max.
Injured in an accident? Call Care and Injury Lawyers, 281-222-2222.
Who didn't stick the landing?
It's Roast Comic Night.
GPS stands for what?
Good, great place. Celebrity Weakest Link is all new Monday on Fox.
Time to make the sports. Wake up to FS1's new Daily Sports Talk Show.
You can't beat us and you know
Penta, Big Cat, PFT, and T-Bot. Uncensored, unpredictable.
I feel like I'm losing my mind right now.
We're your guys.
Let's handle this like men.
Wake Up Barstool, weekdays at 8 Eastern on FS1.
Let's go! Mr. Brightside, folks, watch this one. Big News Saturday is sponsored by AT&T Business. Connecting changes everything. Prize today. Folks, college football. Let's play fourth quarter ball. Wisconsin, Michigan, 3rd down and 6. The Wolverines, 17-7. Underwood looking over the middle, caught, and it's McCulley again. Mr. Brightside is just like being in Wisconsin.
Yeah, it's like their version of jump around.
Right,
That's right. Right at the start of the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
And guess who's Mr. Brightside today?
That's right.
Donovan McCulley.
Look at you.
And Donovan McCulley getting featured here in the last few series. And again, we've been talking about this. They need answers on offense. What happens when the run game isn't going? Can you throw the football? These wide receivers have stepped up.
First down at the 36. Underwood out wide. Morgan this time in space. And Morgan will pick up a few before being chopped down. Tackett Curtis there again. He's been wonderful today. The junior USC transfer.
Yeah, he has been flying around. He's got the green sticker, so he's the communications guy on that defense, Tackett Curtis. And Morgan is a fast player for Michigan, so to chase him down sideline to sideline is quite an effort.
2nd and 8. Here's a reverse, and Morgan gets down the sideline. Wisconsin had a chance to make a play.
That was Rager again. Mason Rager, how often have we called his name in the backfield? Watch Rager, he's going to just jump into the backfield. Here he is lined up as kind of a defensive tackle, defensive end, and then he's in the backfield, and Morgan does an incredible job to get away from him and gain positive yards.
He'll gain 6. 3rd down and 2 for the Wolverines. At the 28. Underwood sprints out on the move. That one high and incomplete.
Those are a position right there where you can tell the fans want him to go for it. Sherrod Moore pacing up and down on the sideline. Underwood wanting him to go for it. He's going to keep his offense on the field. That one just a little too much mustard. That's what I'm talking about, Gus, right there, changing the pace. You can't throw that fastball out there to the fullback quite that hard. Jalen Hoffman was the intended target.
4th down and 2, the 28. Wolverines going for it. Low snap, and Underwood jumps on it, but Wisconsin will get the football back. Greg Cripp in the center. Did not snap that one well.
Jersey Mike's is now an official sponsor of the NFL.
Hold on. You're stealing my job.
I don't want to steal anything.
Lies. Lies.
I just love these subs.
It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Hilton brings you new ways to stay.
strides.
Oh, ready for game day?
Absolutely.
Little help?
Oh, sorry. Graduate by Hilton. Book your game day stay.
Hilton for the stay.
Anyone who tells you stay grounded probably never won anything.
Great. Wait, why is Danny DeVito fishing in here?
Oh, that doesn't matter. This is a Jersey Mike's commercial. So what matters most is your sub and that sub bowl. Don't tell anybody about my secret spot.
Where the subs matter most. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Big Noon Saturday is sponsored by Pacific Life, building confident futures for nearly 160 years.
Pacific Life Game Summary sponsored by Pacific Life, building confident futures for nearly 160 years. Well, here in the second half, it's been the Donovan McCulley show. Led him on that last touchdown series. Rob Moore back from injury, and he gets a pick. Whole sidelines loving that one, celebrating with the veteran safety, and we stand at 17-7 here, Wolverines.
But Wisconsin with the football at their own 31. Simmons off his back foot, and nobody home. He had a lot of pressure in his face. Williams, Payne.
Hausman was in on that pressure, at least initially, and then the cavalry arrived. Like you said, a whole host of Wolverines getting in there. And Wink Martindale, the defensive coordinator, certainly dialing up a little bit more pressure here. And trying to get into the face of Hunter Simmons and not allow him to get comfortable here late in this game.
Hausman, what a great leader for this Michigan football team. Young man from Uganda, played at Nebraska. Here's a handoff to Dupree. He'll get 6.
This Wisconsin offense, I just don't think they're going to be able to run the football right at Michigan and get back in this game. 10-point game, 2 possessions here. It's going to have to be Hunter Simmons, and then trying to find somebody on the outside that can win. The guy that's been most consistent today is Vinny Anthony. Vinny Anthony's got 7 catches for 75 yards.
Wisconsin trying to convert a third down for the first time since 4:47 of the first quarter. Low snap. Simmons and knocked down. Well done by Rob Moore again. No, make that Ernest Hausman.
Just drops back into coverage. Simmons wants that slant route, and Hausman is right there. I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that one tonight. He's like, oh my goodness, I could have picked that one off. You can tell he's jumping around after he batted that ball down.
So with 12:21 to play in the fourth. Wisconsin punting for the 8th time. Bertrams. Morgan from the 26 with a lane. Cuts it up inside. And will go down close to the 40. 38-yard punt. 15-yard return. Jackson Acker with the tackle on special teams.
We're here for our convertible.
How about an SUV?
Want to get out of here?
Hier ist das Schiebedach.
Und hier ist die Sonnencreme.
Okay, let's move on.
Where are those trucks? We're right here.
Whatever it is, we're here for it.
Yep, still here.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing the leadership of this captain, but getting that captain.
I spy motion on the port side. Missed again. Come back and kill.
What are we doing? So don't settle for just any insurance when there's State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
False claws are coming.
We
We just want to have enough money for retirement.
And travel to visit our grandchildren.
I understand. That's why at Fisher Investments, we start by getting to know each other so I can learn about your family, lifestyle, goals and needs, allowing us to tailor your portfolio.
What about commission-based products?
We don't sell those. We're a fiduciary, obligated to act in your best interests.
So how do your management fees work?
We have a transparent fee structured so we do better when you do better. At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
Today's digital world is full of risks. I present to you the world's most protected business.
Creed, we have AT&T Dynamic Defense.
It prevents malicious threats.
How are people supposed to get in? There's no door. Somebody say door?
Light them up, Bobby. My man.
Who's ready for a deal? Now you can order a footlong in the Subway app and get another for just $1. That's right, Subway MVP Rewards members. Just $1. Get your favorite sub plus one. Subway, eat fresh, feel good.
Phenom Jeremiah Smith and #1 Ohio State take on Illinois. It's Big Noon Saturday on Fox.
Welcome back to Ann Arbor, 12-11 to play. Fourth quarter. Wolverines and Badgers. First down and 10 at the 39 for Michigan. Underwood into the flats. Morgan with a seam and a pick up a first down. I tell you, when he gets in space, he's dangerous.
Yeah, that's right. And what they're trying to do right now is equate numbers. What do I mean by that? Well, this is kind of an RPO one-on-one. You got 6 defenders, 5 blockers up front. Rather than just beat your head against the wall trying to run against that, why not read the defense, the linebacker and the corner? If they try to add defenders to stop the run, you pull that ball and you throw it on the outside of McCollum, makes one miss, and then there he is, and you get to dance in the end zone. So that's where Michigan is at right now and trying to equate those numbers.
First down to the 49. Haynes with a chance to go over 100 yards. Haynes dives forward. Picks up a first down. Allegro with the tackle. It's an 11-yard gain. Justice Haynes, how about this, folks? Is the first Michigan running back to go over 100 yards in each of his first 5 games. He also has a TD in all 5 games as a Wolverine. Think about that and how long they've been playing football at Michigan.
He's been sensational. Guys like that, Blake Corum out on the sideline, just got a huge ovation here from the Big House faithful. Justice Haynes has been terrific, and he was a monster kid in the transfer portal from Alabama.
16 carries, 104 yards. First down. Haynes on the edge this time. Nice little juke. It'll go down at the 30. It's a gain of 8. Let's go downstairs to the AAG.
So I asked him yesterday, Gus, why did you want to come to Michigan? And he was quick to respond. It really was running backs coach Tony Alford. Now, we've known Coach Alford for so many years now. He described him as a father figure, a second dad to me. And I said, you know, what did he tell you when he wanted to come here? He said, I'm always going to coach you hard, but that's because I want the best for you. He is a detail freak. And then I pulled Coach Alford aside today and I said, did you honestly know how good he was? He goes, I had no idea he was this fast.
Wow, 2nd and 2 at the 30. First down, and Coach Alford, what a great coach. Yeah, he had J.K. Dobbins, Travion Henderson, just to name a couple. Now Haynes here at Michigan.
And, you know, every one of his players described him the same way. And it was always starting with the care for the person. Tony's a terrific coach. There's no doubt. And by the way, this is a story for all you coaches out there, right? It's okay to come in second in recruiting. You didn't get him over at Ohio State. When he moved here to Michigan, Haynes goes in the transfer portal. Guess who his first call was? Tony Alford.
Wow. Wide open receiver at the 10. McCulley dives down at the 1. Wolverines now percolating on offense. 25-yard gain. First and goal, Wolverines want to play fast. Lining up from the 1.
There's that last pass. Put a little touch on this one, and then McCauley is going to climb the ladder and go up high. We've seen him do that a couple of times. Turns and gets down inside the 2-yard line. You know, what I've loved about Michigan so far today is it hasn't been perfect the whole day, but they've had answers, places to go with their offense, passing the football, getting on the perimeter. Now we see the run starting to increase. You know, that's not what they had a year ago, Gus. I mean, if we're being honest, right? And the answers are there. In order to be a great college football team, you have to have answers and balance in the way that you're going to attack. I think that man right there, Bryce Underwood, gives them that ability.
He's the answer.
To be more balanced all around.
McCulley has been terrific in this game. Look at the numbers. First down and goal at the 1 for the Wolverines. Haynes, the deep man. They give it to Justice. And looks like a touchdown. And it is. Touchdown, Michigan. Justice Haynes does it again.
It's initially defended pretty well, but watch the second effort for Haynes. Haynes is going to get over here on the left side, and he's going to get hit right here. Kind of runs into Bredesen, but then the effort to get back to the right and stay behind his pads, the power to finish for the end zone. 23 now unanswered points for the Michigan Wolverines, and the answers in the second half, outside, inside, power game, touch with the ball on the outside. It's been very good.
Zapata with the extra point, and it's good. 6 plays covering 61 yards. Justice Haynes. Got a budding star here in Ann Arbor.
Here they come, yo. Here they come.
You can Venmo this, or you can Venmo that. You can Venmo this, or you can Venmo that. You can Venmo this, or you can Venmo that. I think you Venmo this, yo. Swears that. Yo, definitely. Yo, we can make it. To be what we are, cause what we be the epitome, do, die, difference. You can Venmo this, or you can Venmo that. I think you Venmo this, yo.
Get your Venmo debit card today with free Perplexity Pro.
For years, everyone thought Verizon had the best network, because they did. But now the best mobile network in the U.S. is T-Mobile. Some fancy experts finished the network test, and T-Mobile sort of opened a can of whoop-up. T-Mobile's network has the most advanced 5G, with more towers, and their signal reaches further than ever. So you can text and instant talk and say, "You won't believe where I am." Seriously, where am I? Hey, I got signal.
At IHG Hotels and Resorts, you can explore the neighborhood or live like a local. Unplug for the day or plunge into a long weekend. With IHG's 20 hotel brands, you can guest how you guest.
There's a beer guy.
Bud Light here. Bud Light here. Bud Light here. Bud Light where? Bud Light here.
What is that because of you?
That's your Bud Light.
Oh, nice.
Never mind.
Anything for the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Unfortunately, I didn't check to see if anyone was watching before I stole cotton candy from a child. Checking Allstate first was really smart. Not checking the Jumbotron, not smart. Well, at least I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds. Was it worth it? Yeah.
The new Monster menu is now at Burger King.
Really?
Frightfully fun for all families. Sink your teeth into the new Monster menu at BK.
Old Spice Gentleman's Super Hydration Body Wash. Vanilla and shea. 24/7 moisturization with vitamin B3.
Are you using all the old
film, she knew just the power that she had. She stood up for her friends with quite a bit of courage. She died a hero.
I don't think I'm worthless, but I am fearless.
The Big Ten is on a heater, folks. Good luck trying to stop it. Michigan and Ohio State have won the last two national championships, and this season, Ohio State and Oregon hold the top two spots in the AP poll. But don't forget about Indiana and Penn State. The Big Ten is responsible for half of the teams in the AP top 8. 24-7. And the Wolverines send it away. The ranked Big Ten teams, partner, a lot of them.
There are. And I got to tell you, we saw Illinois last week come up with a big win over USC. I was impressed with them bouncing back after that loss to Indiana. Michigan continues to impress me because of how they're developing and the balance they're showing on offense. And Indiana continues to just kind of be this overlooked, underrated team at 5-0. Kurt Cignetti has done an incredible job at Indiana. And then you got the big boys up at the top. I think the best two teams in America are probably Ohio State and Oregon.
Here's Simmons rolling out. And is this a catch? Yes, it is. Vinny Anthony again. Vinny Anthony has been turning some heads today. Tell you what. And when you look at those teams that you saw ranked, don't forget about USC. They were ranked last week. And Mike Locksley doing a great job at Maryland.
He's doing a terrific job. By the way, Washington is a better team than people believe. There's a certain conference that gets a bump just because. And their teams get ranked, and we don't know if they're any good or not. They're all just, play tough games. And the same type of benefit of the doubt is not given to the Big Ten down at the bottom.
First down and 10 at the 41, and it's Kekahuna. Nice run after the catch as well. He gets 20.
Saw a little of this in that first drive, and now they're finally getting back to it. These short routes just right in the middle of the field. And Kekahuna does a great job of not only stopping in that soft area of the zone, but immediately once he catches that ball, he gets himself upfield, gets the line to gain, and moves the chains.
First down and 10 at the 39. Hunter Simmons has been solid. Simmons. Nice throw, good catch. Vinny. Again. This time for 6.
I've seen development from this Wisconsin team so far today because I think offensively this has been one of their better games. We have not seen much from them against their FBS opponents, Alabama and Maryland, offensively. And now they bring in Hunter Simmons, start as their third-string quarterback to begin the year. But he gives them some life, and I think it's because of his ability to throw the ball. He's thrown it decent at times here today, and then they've had a couple of guys step up, namely Vinny Anthony. Kekahuna's got a couple of catches in there. Mason as well.
Simmons, 14 of 23, 158. He's thrown one pick. Here he is again. Out wide, and this time it's Tekel Crowdus with the reception. No gain.
I think this drive is indicative of just the fight in this program. I got to give Luke Fickell a lot of credit and these players and coaches. It's been a tough couple of weeks. The losses to Bama and Maryland, obviously frustrating times, trying to get healthy, trying to rebuild on the offensive line, but they don't quit. And I got to tell you, I like the trajectory of what they're trying to build. I hope they're given the time to build what they think they can build here, in particular getting more offensive linemen.
He may have found his quarterback. Third down and 4 at the 33. Simmons. Incomplete. Looks like some miscommunication. Vinny Anthony was the target, but Wisconsin may go for it this time.
Yeah, I think that they will, and I think you called it accurately there, partner. It looked like Vinny Anthony just drifted up the field, and Hunter Simmons thought he was going to sit right down in that zone, but here on fourth down, I think you've got to try to find a way to get one of those two guys the ball. Trex Kekahuna or Vinny Anthony. They've been their most reliable players so far here today.
Fourth down and 4 at the Michigan 33 for Wisconsin. Dylan Jones in the backfield. Hunter Simmons. Under pressure. Oh, what a catch. Grant Stick. Give me that. A gain of 8 on 4th down and 4.
Pressure bearing down on Simmons right in the middle of that pocket. It was Derek Moore. That was an incredible catch. Just reaching out. Look at that. Give me that rock. Whew. I'll tell you what. That's the way to do it, big fella. Grant Stick with a great grab. And a sigh of relief from his head coach.
Chains keep moving for Wisconsin. Trips at the bottom of your screen. First down at the 26. They hand it off. Jones with space. And Jones will be taken down inside the Michigan 20. After a 7-yard gain, Mason Curtis with the tackle.
Been a nice answer on this drive. Throwing the football from Simmons early has now softened the defense up. There they get a nice first down run. Create a second and manageable here for this offense.
Simmons, 5 for 6 on the drive. 2nd and 3. Dupree. And he gets knocked backwards after crossing the line of scrimmage. Etta. It's a gain of 2.
Well, I tell you, Etta, that was some power in there from the defensive tackle, 6'5", 320 pounds. He's going to jog off the field. They'll get fresh bodies in there as Trey Pierce and Damon Payne will jog onto the field, the interior of that defense here on a 3rd and short.
3rd down and 1 at the 17. Simmons. Sideline. Oh, a nice catch. This time it's Jackson Acker. He picked that one right up off the carpet. Gains 5 on 3rd and 1.
And he was basically backpedaling right here. He's backpedaling and he's able to keep that ball off of the turf and grab that ball before Rolder can contact him and try to jar that one loose. Beautiful catch on a couple of really great catches from the fullback and the tight end here on this drive for Wisconsin.
And they may take another look at this. 24-7. Michigan actually calls timeout. Back after this.
This or that.
Here they come, yo. Here they come.
You can Venmo this, or you can Venmo that. You can Venmo this, or you can Venmo that. You can Venmo this, or you can Venmo that. I think you Venmo this, yo. Square's that. Yo, definitely. Yo, we can make it. To be what we are, cause what we be the epitome, do, die, difference. You can Venmo this, or you can Venmo that. I think you Venmo this, yo.
Get your Venmo debit card today with free Perplexity Pro.
24-7. Michigan, 4:42 to play in the 4th quarter. Wisconsin driving the football. Tenth play of the drive coming up. Has started at the Wisconsin 25. First down at the 12. And a handoff. Acker.
Great ball fake here to Acker.
He faked me out, I tell you that.
And then it comes out here on the outside, but it did not fake out TJ Guy. Guy was right in the face of Simmons, and they just had to burn it there. Good defense in the back end by a secondary, but more specifically, TJ Guy off the edge.
2nd and 10. Simmons. Dancing. Underneath. Nice throw. And a catch made. Beautifully done. This time Lance Mason. He'll get 7.
Still get a first down inside the 2. That pass rush slowing down just a little bit, isn't it? Simmons has got some time to throw.
They've been on the field for quite some time, that defense. Wade Martindale, the Michigan defensive coordinator. third down and 3 at the 5. Dupree. Lone setback.
Gary Kadonko, the right guard 73, he's just trying to take off. He's clearly early. From our vantage point, you can see the Michigan sideline perfectly. Sharon Moore and Wink Martindale just immediately started jumping up and down, yelling for that flag, and that'll back them up.
Third down and 8 at the 10. Hunter Simmons trying to lead the Badgers into the end zone. Simmons looking in trouble. Got out. Derek Moore. A loss of 12.
We've seen him rush from the inside, so he's just coming inside, and then he's going to get right in the face of Simmons right there, and Simmons has nowhere to go with the ball. Moore has been all over the place today in the backfield. Looks like Rayshon Binney also in there with him, and Wisconsin will have to settle for a field goal.
So Nathaniel Bakos comes in to attempt a 39-yarder. First field goal attempt of the day. And it's good. 24-10. Back after this.
Dad, are we there yet?
Not even close.
Sweet.
Have we gone too far? Maybe. But life's too short not to.
The Subaru Forester Hybrid, 581 miles per tank. Love goes the extra mile.
24-10 our score. Wisconsin gets the 3 points. 2:43 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Now, almost certainly you're going to get an onside kick here from Wisconsin. Still a 14-point game. Need this ball back as quickly as possible. Try to get down into the end zone and then do it all over again.
Bakos. There's your onside kick. It's tipped and recovered by the Wolverines. Channing Goodwin with the ball, and Michigan secures it.
Boy, that one was dangerous. Watch Bell. Kendrick Bell is going to go up and he actually tips that ball. Then he gets hit hard. But Shannon Goodwin was able to recover that ball for Michigan. That was a really well-executed onside kick from Wisconsin. And that ball gets up in the air, and anything can happen. And Goodwin with great concentration there to recover.
Bryce Underwood back on the field, 18 of 27, 264. Good numbers for Underwood. He's thrown a touchdown, no interceptions. First down at the 43. And they'll hand it off to Marshall, who gets some between the tackles yards. Gain of 4.
Surprised Wisconsin's not using their timeouts now. They'll have the 2-minute timeout. Obviously, Michigan is in control here. I don't know why he's not calling a timeout. I mean, he could save himself a bunch of plays. You can force him to snap the ball more often. They've got the 2-minute timeout still in their pocket as well. 4 times or attempts to stop the clock, but just a lot of time. It's been an offensive explosion for Michigan here in the fourth quarter. Donovan McCulley, Justice Haynes into the end zone. Michigan up 14, 24-10.
Against the odds, I'll run again. With passion burning in my veins.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that opens up a world of possibilities. With Venture X, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, get premium benefits and a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
A Chewy order is on the way for Turner, whose energy makes Mom's world go round. So she orders Purina Pro Plan on Chewy, with the exceptional nutrition to keep Turner turning. For life with pets, there's Chewy with Purina Pro Plan.
Old ideas are everywhere. Left over from legacy thinking. If you're not careful, they can sneak into everything. When you're not bound to the past, old ideas can't hold you back. Exquisite design with the soul of a sports car. The new GV70. Welcome to Genesis.
Life's better when you're under our roof.
Welcome to the neighborhood, Jordan.
Thanks, guys.
Because when you feel protected, you can dream fearlessly. Bundle and save up to 40%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at aimfam.com.
Drop whatever you're doing right now. The Wendy's $8 JBC meal deal is here. That's 2 junior bacon cheeseburgers, medium fries, and a medium drink. So you better be on your way. Bacon waits for no one. The #1 deal for the #1 bacon cheeseburger, gotta be Wendy's.
Big Noon Saturday is sponsored by Wendy's. Get Wendy's $8 JBC meal deal. Limited time only. Today, the ALDS begins with 2 huge game ones. Coming up next, Aaron Judge and the Yankees battle Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and the Jays. Then at 8 on FS1, the Tigers take on this year's home run king Cal Raleigh and the Mariners. Game 1 of the ALDS today on Fox and FS1. Second down and 6 at the 39-yard line for Michigan. Here's Marshall trying to get outside and will not. Stood up and driven down. He will get back to the line of scrimmage. Hill, Deani Hill, finally brings him to the turf.
Fickle not taking his timeouts now? I don't understand what's going on. Does he want to keep his on? The time is the fact he needs 2 possessions. He needs to save as much time as possible. I was surprised he didn't take timeouts after the first down. Now he's just letting it drive. I don't understand this.
Third down and 4 at the 37. Underwood. Lots of trickery there. Wow. Marshall, first down.
Seen that concept a couple of times in the second half. A little bit of a delay. You saw Haynes with a nice run there, Marshall, and he's able to move the chains. And Wisconsin, I think, just going to let this one roll out. Keep their 3 timeouts in their pocket. He could have called his 3 timeouts. If they would have gotten a stop, they could have gotten the ball back with about 2:20 left. They're not going to call anything right now and just ride this one out to a loss.
Michigan favored by 16.5. And out wide, it's Morgan. And he'll go out of bounds at the 25.
Can't go out of bounds there.
Justice Haynes, what a day. 19 carries, 117 yards, 2 touchdowns, averaging 6.2 yards per carry. Underwood, career high, 264 yards passing. Michigan, 6 plays of 23 or more yards today. McCulley has 3 of them. Here's another run. Marshall trying to get into that end zone, and he'll go down at the 5.
I don't think Luke Fickell wants to stop the clock, and I'm surprised they're going faster. This is fascinating.
And a handoff. Marshall again. Michigan playing until the final whistle. 8 seconds to go, and that should be the last play of the game. And it is 24-10 the final. Jerome Moore returns. And his Wolverines defeat Wisconsin. Bryce Underwood, solid day. 27th consecutive home win versus unranked teams for Michigan.
But an interesting sequence at the end.
A lot going on there. I can't believe Wisconsin didn't take any timeouts. They fought so hard there at the end, and then to just let the clock run out, that was surprising. And then Michigan knows that they're just going to let the game roll out, and they're trying to go tempo to score. There was a lot, like I said, there was a lot going on right there.
What are your thoughts about that?
I'm going to hold off on that.
Okay. All right. Let's go downstairs to Jenny.
All right, guys, thank you. Tremore, congratulations on the win today. And calling it the half, there were adjustments you wanted to make. So how did you feel the team grew into this performance and getting the win?
Yeah, I think, first of all, I thought defensively was outstanding. The first drive, we just missed we missed some tackles there and definitely adjusted. Offensively, the first quarter was good, and we went into a sputter, right? And really, the end of the third quarter into the fourth quarter, it looked like the type of ball we wanted to play. You got really good teams. This is a really good football team, sound football team, but we got to be better as we go into each game to be complete football.
We're going to keep asking about Bryce and his overall performance and the way he was able to really grow. What stood out?
Yeah, just the poise, right? The poise that he has when it's not going the way you want it. He just does a really good job of staying together, staying the course, and not panicking. And you're really proud to coach him when he does that.
Justice Haynes, another day over 100 yards rushing and a touchdown. How happy are you that he's here in Michigan?
I'm elated. I feel sorry for the team that let him go, but I'm glad he's here. Another 100-yard rushing game, and he just continues to perform at a high level. And I don't know if we had the 50-yard run we've had, that streak might be ended, but another 100-yard game, we're proud of that.
Congrats, Coach. Thanks.
Appreciate it.
All right, the final score here in Ann Arbor. Michigan 24, Wisconsin 10. Your final thoughts?
I'll tell you, they got a quarterback here that gives them a real chance, don't they? Underwood, 200 yards in the second half. And Donovan McCulley, that guy can play on the outside.
All right. Coming up next on Fox, it's the start of the baseball division series with Game 1 of the New York Yankees at the Toronto Blue Jays. Right after this, for Mike Pereira, the All-American girl, my quarterback, Gus Johnson, saying so long from Ann Arbor.
Compliments of the chef. Oh? He was so glad that he had emergency roadside service with Geico. And since they saved his bacon, he presents to you a bacon towel flambe.